This week on Outdoors Delmarva.
Ready, hot and loud.
We're turning up the heat and heading high above the fields and forests. Hold on tight as we set out on a hot air balloon ride.
Then it doesn't always take a guide or even gear just to get outdoors. Captain Willie takes us on a walking tour of one local piece of public land where there's a wild world to explore.
And these guys and gals might look like a blast from the past, but their shooting sport isn't about to go up in smoke. Spend time at the range with the Chop Tank muzzle loaders.
Right now on Outdoors Delmarva. Hi everybody, and thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. High flying edition. I'm Mike Parker, and well, you can tell where Captain Willie Dykes is. He's just up above me in Chopper 16. We have quite an adventure this week. As you can see, I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do. Finally got a chance, thanks to our friends at Delmarva Balloon Rides, to take off from just outside of Ridgely, Maryland, and we've been hovering here at about 1,500 feet in this gorgeous brand new hot air balloon, just taking in the sights. And I'll tell you what, there is no better way to get outdoors Delmarva. How do we get up here? Great question. Well, good thing I brought my camera with me, because I'm going to show you right now. Take a look. The first thing you should know about going on a hot air balloon ride is it's best to get up early.
We're going to try to take off maybe about 15 minutes after sunrise. That's when the winds are most light and favorable for flying. It is nice to see the sunrise coming up from the balloon. All right.
Todd Davis is the owner and operator of Delmarva Balloon Rides and asked us to meet him at about 5 a.m. at Ridgely Airfield in Caroline County, Maryland, where a pretty elaborate setup began. First step is to set up the large wicker basket we'll be riding in and test its propane torch, because realistically, if it doesn't work, well, there's no point in going any further.
Ready, hot and loud.
Next, it's time to set the balloon up, starting by removing it from a large sleeping bag-like sack, then stretching it out across the field. Todd's friend, Nick Manthos, along with Hank Draper, will work as a team to keep the nylon material flat until it's time to fire up a generator and blast air into the skirt of this 105,000 cubic foot balloon.
This is where we let the heat out if we need to.
Now, the simple science at work here is that heat rises.
Ready?
So, as Todd blasts a flame into the balloon, it heats the air, expands the material, and lifts it right off the ground. And eventually, us too. Well, I guess we're preparing for, what do you call it, liftoff, Todd?
That's correct.
All right, so here goes nothing.
Let's do it.
Within just a few minutes, Todd, myself, and Hank are floating off, while Nick follows us in a recovery vehicle below. And thanks to a timely arrival by Chopper 16, you'll be seeing this adventure from both my perspective in the basket and Captain Willie's from his cockpit.
This looks like a near-perfect morning for a hot air balloon ride here on Delmarva. And my buddy Mike Parker has a ticket for a flight out of Ridgely in Caroline County.
Part of the fun of flying in a balloon is the ability to change elevations, so we can easily hang out at 1,500 feet and see for miles around, or possibly my favorite part of the trip, hovering just above the treetops, low enough to even grab a quick souvenir. Watch this move.
Good morning, Mike. How does Delmarva look this morning?
Willie, it's absolutely beautiful. You're not going to believe it, but I just picked a leaf off the top of a tree.
Most striking about the ride is the chance to see things from a whole new perspective. An unobstructed view, great for taking pictures. And if you're comfortable in the basket, just relaxing and taking in the beauty as you float nearly silently above the world beneath you.
Hey honey, just wanted to say hi from a hot air balloon. It's pretty amazing.
Words can't describe, I guess. Take a look.
Hot air balloon operators require a pilot's license and typically have years of flying under their belts. But all the experience in the world can't change the fact that every flight is going to be different.
I think we're looking at Holly Road.
And each flight is also accompanied by the unpredictability of just how far you'll travel and where you'll be able to land.
Maybe Cedar Lane. I'm going to land in the field right next to Cedar Lane, Nick.
After about 45 minutes in the air, Todd is ready to put her down.
For the rest of you aviators out there, this is what it looks like when a balloon is on final approach.
But as we make our approach, the timing is just off, and we'll maintain our elevation a little bit more until we see another suitable stop.
Perfect landing spot. I'm happy.
Well, after just a few minutes, another landing spot fits our needs, where we should be able to put the balloon down gently and allow Nick to drive right up to us in the recovery vehicle.
Yeah, well, look at that, right next to the road. That's cool. Well, hell, he's going to put it right on the road.
It is a beautiful landing as Nick steadies the basket and the balloon slowly deflates as we go from passengers to crew, now helping to fold up the balloon right here on the road and stuffing it back gently into its case. Now ready for its next flight, sure to be someone else's experience of a lifetime. Well, I want to thank the guys from Delmarva Balloon Rides for helping me check something off the bucket list this morning. The entire experience was just great. Make sure you check them out at delmarvaballoonrides.com. We'll be right back. Coming up next on Outdoors Delmarva, you don't need a guide or a license or any gear, just you. Captain Willie takes us on a tour of some local public land.
We'll have blueberries in little blossom.
But first, did you know? The nylon material that makes up the bulk of a hot air balloon isn't very strong at all. It's another component that allows it to withstand such internal pressure. What is it? The answer when we come back.
Outdoors Delmarva is sponsored by Shorts Marine, Shooter's Choice, and Goodies Marine. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back.
Did you know? The nylon material that makes up the bulk of a hot air balloon isn't very strong at all. It's another component that allows it to withstand such internal pressure. What is it?
The fabric itself only takes about 5 pounds of pressure. It's the Kevlar lines that go all the way to the top that control they take all the pressure from the lift.